Good evening, everyone. I'm Rod Wood.
And I'm Jennifer Lukey in for Carrie tonight. News is breaking as we learn more about the shooting death of a 3-month-old baby.
Now, we're told a man shot his infant son in front of state police this morning. Then, when he refused to drop the weapon, troopers shot back and wounded him. It was part of a domestic dispute along Pine Road in the town of Vienna in Oneida County. NewsChannel 9's Keith Copeland joins us live from the state police barracks in Oneida tonight, where investigators are now giving us some more information. Keith, how did this whole thing start this morning?
Ella, Rod, it all started with a couple of calls to 911, one from inside the home, the other from somewhere outside the home. 2 calls for help. Despite those calls for help, there was little that police could do. A man who threatened to kill his 3-month-old son doing just that, making good on that horrible threat, using a shotgun to do so. He did so, Adam Thiel, on the front porch of his home as police were arriving on the scene. One state trooper and then 2 others. Thiel then raised the weapon to police, towards police. They ordered him to drop that weapon, at which point they opened fire, striking Adam Thiel. He was flown to the hospital. State police, at a news conference that wrapped up about an hour ago here at Troop D headquarters, addressed the actions of the troopers who were on the scene this morning.
Truly, the actions of the troopers today was exactly what they did what they're trained to do, and their actions were heroic. Unfortunately, they have to witness the death of a very, very young child, and that's why we put this investigation together. That's why we'll bring it to a successful conclusion so we can protect the right of that victim.
Now, there were 2 other children inside the home at the time, along with 2 other adults. None of them were hurt. The adults were being questioned through the afternoon here by state police to try to get a better idea of exactly not only what happened, but why this happened. Now, shortly after police put the tape up and started keeping the crowds back, I had a chance to speak with neighbors to get their impression about what happened today.
An ambulance crew worked feverishly on the man at the center of this crime, preparing him for a flight to the hospital. Less than an hour earlier, police say the same man shot and killed a 3-month-old child and then turned the shotgun on state police and fired. They in turn returned fire. Neighbors, including Chris Bandrowski, had a hard time stomaching it all.
It's pretty tragic. Anybody that would shoot a baby, I think them cops should have laid him out pretty flat. I know they shot him, but I would have shot him a little worse, in my opinion. That's me.
Raymond Ketchum Jr. lives within earshot of the gunshots and across the street from the staging area where the chopper whisked the suspect away.
It's really a tough thing about 3-month-old baby. That's terrible. I mean, don't have nothing like that around here.
Now, state police initially did say that Adam Thiel fired his shot. They later, at a news conference, said that that was not necessarily the case, but when he refused to drop his weapon and lifted it in a threatening manner, that's when they opened fire. Regardless, he is in critical condition tonight at University Hospital. When he recovers, if he recovers, he will, at the very least, according to police, be charged with second-degree murder. We are live at Troop D headquarters. Keith Copeland, News Channel 9.
Okay, Keith, thank you. Adam Thiel has been arrested by Oneida County Sheriff's deputies 4 times in the past 5 years on a variety of charges: disorderly conduct, DWI, endangering the welfare of a child. He was actually currently on probation for vehicular assault and had been involved in a domestic dispute just last week. People who know Thiel say that he has a violent personality and he's had it for a very long time.
He's been nothing but trouble. Nothing. He's been in and out of jail.
I'm sick over it. It's really bothering me. Yeah, pretty devastated about it.
Adam Thiel lived here at the Pine Haven Trailer Park. Most of the neighbors we spoke with seemed to share a similar opinion of him.
I hate to, call people names, but he wasn't the greatest.
The cops, they say, have been called to his mobile home several times over the past few years, mainly to address his aggressive behavior.
He kept my doors locked even in the day. Kept an eye on my grandchildren. He used to walk by here every time he seen my son, calling names, challenging him. He wasn't a very stable person.
And because of that, his 3-month-old son is now dead.
The baby was the most beautiful thing. The little boy was an angel. He looked like an angel, and now he is.
The folks here are now focusing their attention on the baby's mother, who they say lived with Thiel, trying to give her the support she needs to get through such a devastating loss. As for their feelings toward Thiel,
he was a troubled boy, and nobody cared to get him help.
And now it's much too late.
Our crew is remaining at police headquarters, and we will continue to give you updates on Thiel's condition on 9WSYR.com and, of course, right here on News Channel 9, 11 at 11.